Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Unfortunately, so far no volatility around the weekly candle close. I mean, normally we get some volatility. Not today as it seems. We'll see. The weekly candle isn't closed yet. Still bigger picture. We're still tracking here this 1 2 1, so 1 2 1 2 setup. Again, if it's a 1 2 1 2, which is outlined here on the chart, or if all of this is a wave 1 and then A, B, C, which can come down lower, it doesn't really matter for the bigger picture. Okay, so just that you know that we've got two bullish scenarios, either 1 2 1 2 and then higher, or all of this a wave 1 and then A, B, C. We can even discuss if the wave 1 topped here, the high. Yeah? But these are two scenarios, and it doesn't really matter which of these is playing out for the overall bullish scenario. We need to let Bitcoin have a little bit of space. First of all, for the 1 2 1 2 setup, key support is at 22K, and for the second setup, which allows Bitcoin to come down a little lower, support is around $18,800. That's the 78.6 Fib level. I don't want it to go below that level. That is really, as per this wave count, the bearish, or the pivot point basically, where the market would decide between, okay, we get a third wave rally, or we are breaking down to 10K. This is really the key level. Just wanted to highlight that there are two scenarios, two bullish ones that we talked about. And I'm currently focused on the 1 2 1 2 setup. But again, it could be something different. We don't know that at this stage. But this is the one I focus on at the moment until the market tells me, no, all of this was a wave 1. But it doesn't really matter in the short term, because in the short term, we cannot confirm a low in place anyway. So in the short term, we're still looking at a little bit lower, possibly for a test of the 24K level, or, anything between 24 and 22 next, really. 24K is the 61.8 retracement level. Then we have at 23K a volume spike on the VRVP indicator. So it just shows you there is going to be some substantial support. So 23K is an interesting level, and then 22K next. These are three relevant support levels for the 1 2 1 2 setup scenario. We just need to pay attention to the smaller time frame wave count, to the lower degree waves, to establish when a low can be confirmed. And then we have some more clarity about, okay, is all of this a wave 1? Or is it just a 1 2 1 2 setup? And Bitcoin can come down lower. Below 22K, I think we start to get some clarity that it's all of it is a wave 1, and we're coming down deeper in a wave 2. But again, essentially, it doesn't really matter in the short term because we cannot confirm a low anyway. So we need to keep the option for Bitcoin to come down a little bit lower until we have a bottoming signal. I personally would expect some kind of a low after the next move to the downside. Currently, I expect another move to the downside. I'm watching for another low. And then we have to pay attention to the structures that will emerge of that low. In an ideal world, and that would be the most bullish scenario, after the next low, we would get an impulse to the upside. And that would be a start of a third wave rally, most likely. If we can spot only a corrective move up, then it will follow through to the downside, and then we are in the deeper pullback zone, yeah? But I will make that clearer, and we will pick that up as we go. It's just not possible to say which one it is. At the moment, I think there are just a few things to remember. We're still tracking an overall bullish scenario for Bitcoin. That can change if that 18.8K level breaks. Okay? But at the moment, we are still above support. So it's very simple. I lean to the upside as long as we're holding above support. I will lean towards a bearish outcome, which means a new bear market low, if we get below support. So when the floor starts to crack, we have to open the door basically, yeah, for more bearish scenarios. But as long as we're holding above support, there is no need for it, because we know that in the short term, we are still in a downtrend anyway. So we can just follow the short time frame trend. And then when the shorter time frame trend confirms a more bearish, larger degree scenario, then we can adjust that on the chart. But at the moment, there's just no need for it. And what is very important to understand is that one more low is anticipated in the current pullback here, because the move down of this July high is a 5-wave move in an ideal world. Only 3 at the moment, so we're looking for one more low. Important to understand that as long as price is below 27,720, that one more low is expected. A break above that level would most likely invalidate this downside and would make me assume that a low has already been made here on the 17th of August. But I need evidence for that. I need price to break, ideally in 5 waves, above that resistance. We're far away from that at the moment. And at the moment, it seems like that Bitcoin wants to develop here a triangle pattern. And the triangle is my primary wave count on the smaller time frame. A, B, C, D, E. And currently the question is really about, okay, do we still have to do the D wave? Then it needs to get one more low and one more high. Basically a higher low and a lower high. Or are we already in the E wave? I don't know, nobody knows. So this is what the market has to decide. I mean, this is really just only a roadmap anyway. Gives you an idea where we are in this triangle, gives you an idea when the relevant waves within the triangle are complete, technically. You could even argue that it's already complete. Yeah, you can easily put the D wave over here, and the E wave could be finished at any time. But for me, I would like to get a clearer triangle. I would prefer to see a small C wave down and then the E wave to the upside. But look, it's just moving sideways at the moment. This is really micro counting. This is really just to deal with the boredom a little bit, that we take a look at these subwaves. I would urge against trying to trade these subwaves. That's really not the way to do it. That's not the way to deal with it. We have some very clear parameters on the chart, and the clear parameters are up here. 27,720. Against that level, I focus on lower. And a breakout point to the downside is 25,380. That's the B wave low. If that level breaks to the downside, we should be on our way down, should increase downside momentum, and that's the official breakout point here. But it's really hard. It's really boring here, just moving sideways. Bitcoin is in micro resistance that goes all the way up to 26,180. It's a 78.6 retracement. That's the B wave resistance here. And as long as Bitcoin is holding that, I would assume we get a C wave down within the D wave. Yeah. However, if Bitcoin breaks above that level, then I will assume we are already in the E wave. So yeah, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.